If I can go back in time knowing what I know now, I would do things a lot differently because I put myself through entirely too much.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life moves fast when you do what you want.
Whew. Hey y'all, this is Bree and welcome back to Discovery Diaries, where I'm discovering myself and share what I've learned with you. In today's video, I'm reflecting on my fitness journey so far. I want to be honest about the things that I would do differently if I could. However, before we begin, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you won't miss an upload from me. Let's get into it. So I'm sitting with you in this chair to talk about the 4 things I wish I knew before I started my fitness journey. Now, I'm not sharing these things to call myself a failure, just the opposite. I am proud of what I've done so far, but I've made mistakes along the way. And the type of person that I am, if I make a mistake, I want to tell the next person so they can learn from it and not struggle as much as I did. I'm going to have the video outlined like this: the thing I want to change, what I wish I knew, what I know now, and what I'll do differently. We'll do this for all 4 things, and at the end of the video, I'll explain myself and what I want to do overall moving forward. So before we talk too much, let's get into it. Thing 1, my mindset. What I wish I would have did differently when it comes to the beginning of my fitness journey is have a better understanding of my mindset before I started. To be honest, I really underestimated the level of mental commitment it takes to change your life and start a new lifestyle after you have been unhealthy for so many years. I just thought if I worked out and eat less, things would just fall into place. That might be because I'd never really tried to intentionally lose weight before, so I did not know what fitness, nutrition, and weight loss truly entail. What I know now is that I need to dig deeper into understanding my relationship with food, exercise, how I view myself. Do I believe I can achieve my goals? How do I handle setbacks and roadblocks? What motivates me? What works for me? How not to compare myself to others when it comes to the fitness and running space, and so much more. I honestly have found a 25-question health and fitness prompt, and I did answer the questions. However, I did not truly send my answers. I just moved on to the next thing without no real evaluation. And that's what led me to where I'm at currently. What I now know also too is that your mindset is a key to having a successful fitness and weight loss journey. I need to talk to myself and ask these questions. What is the driving force behind my weight loss? Why do I want to self-sabotage? Now, how do I measure my progress beyond the scale? How would I celebrate the wins and handle the setbacks? How do I want to change my habits and overall life so I can maintain a fitness or a healthy lifestyle? What would I do differently? What I'll do differently now is journaling and truly meditating with myself to answer the deep questions when it comes to my mindset. Now, when I was younger, I did journal somewhat. However, I did not have the habit that I want to have now when it comes to journaling because I did not have a notebook when I was younger and no quiet time to think. This season is the first time since I was a kid I have the quiet time to think, and I intentionally make time for myself with no phone to think and write. From someone who was like a student for most of my life, I am the most comfortable with a pen and paper. I need to write things down to understand them clearly, and I will bring that into this practice. I will look over the fitness prompts I found on Pinterest and the habit of morning pages from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. The book is somewhere over there, to see what I can truly discover. Number 2, the second thing I want to change is my perfectionist mindset. Now, I've struggled with perfectionism all of my life. I want everything to go right as soon as I start, and I want to be good at everything. This has been the biggest setback of my fitness journey. And what I wish I was more aware of in the beginning of my fitness journey is that I can't be perfect. Why am I struggling with perfectionism? Is it because I want to share my journey on the internet? Do I want to show off right off the bat that I'm good at something? Do I hate correction? None of it, I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to find out right now. What I've been confronted with thus far is that my perfectionism is going to set me up for failure, and I need to fail in order to gain feedback, to grow. I would never know what I can and cannot do and what will and won't work if I do not fail and learn from my mistakes. So what I'm learning is not to focus so much on being perfect, but to focus more on consistency and growth. When it comes to fitness and overall health and wellness, nothing will be perfect. What I'm learning now at 32 and breaking this habit that has been 32 years in the making is that I'm learning I can't be perfect because I've struggled with off and on poor eating habits, off and on poor exercise and mobility habits, lack of understanding what health and fitness really entails, underlying emotions and thoughts about myself I haven't confronted, what I tell myself when I fail. When it comes to my fitness journey is to be the best I can be. What I'll do differently is just show up every day ready to grow and gather feedback so I can make for a better fitness journey. I will journal day to day and learn what works and will not work for me. I will give everything my all, whether my all is 100% full or 20%. I'll do what I need to do. I will work on not overthinking and making mistakes and failures a big deal, because it could be a big deal for me. I feel that the most important thing is to work on my perfectionism, because if I don't work on this, nothing else will matter. Thing number 3, habit building. What I wish I knew about habit building is that I needed to read James Clear's Atomic Habits. What I did not realize before is that I did not have a full understanding of what habits are. I did not understand that I needed to build new habits and systems to sustain my fitness journey. I did not understand on a deeper level that I had old habits that was designed to sabotage a healthy lifestyle. I did not know how to disrupt the old habits, and when I disrupt the old habits, put new habits in place. I knew what a habit is on the surface level, don't get me wrong. I just didn't know about the deeper levels of a habit, such as cues, triggers, or rewards. I didn't know a lot about that stuff, but that's neither here nor there. What I know now is that you have to design a system that is full of habits, that is designed to lead you to the outcome that you want. By reading James Clear's Atomic Habits, I think I would gain a better understanding of what makes a habit, how to break the negative cycle of bad habits, and how to create a new sustainable system full of good habits. Now, at the time of filming this, I am almost down 20 pounds. But however, I've made this progress more difficult than it needed to be at some points. I started my journey with no understanding of how to undo all the negative mechanisms that I've gathered along the way. I did not do my homework now, and I know I need to do better. I know. What I'll do differently is read Atomic Habits. I would do some reverse engineering to design the woman that I want to become when it comes to my habits and fitness lifestyle. I too will also journal new habits that I want to adopt along the way, with the other things that I'm journaling right now as well from the Julia Cameron book. I would treat this whole entire ecosystem as I am designing a character for a video game. I really like this concept very much, and that's how I want to think about it when I do it, so don't judge me. Number 4, and the final thing, making your environment match your journey. Now, what I wish I knew before I started my fitness journey is that the second most important thing to consider right after my mindset is changing your environment. So what do I mean by environment? This is the examples. Now, do I have things set up in place that don't prevent me from going to work out? Do I meal prep so I will not be tempted to eat unhealthy? Do I have a vision of what I want to look and feel like in the next 5 years or down the road? Do I have a detailed step-by-step plan to get me there? Do I have unhealthy food in the house? Do I schedule my workouts every day on a consistent basis? Is my room designed to get me to my future goals? Do I have quotes and reminders to let me know where I want to go? And to answer all this, no. I'm working on some of these things, but not all of them. I really didn't know in the beginning how important all of these things were. I was just trying anything with no idea of how my environment currently is the most counterproductive of where I'm trying to go in my future. I can admit that. I honor that. I plan to change that. Now, what I know now is that my environment needs reconstruction. My ultimate dream is to be a health and fitness content creator living in Atlanta. Since that would take me a while to move to Atlanta, I have to create the habits and the environment to get me to where I need to go. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I have to design my life as if I'm there now and move as a fitness creator moving forward. My environment needs to reflect the lifestyle, and it currently doesn't. I need to make a system first, then change my environment to be the outward reflection of that system. What I'll do differently is read James Charles' Atomic Habits and look to other videos on YouTube to help me with changing my environment. So when I change my environment, I will design my ecosystem to change the trajectory of my life. And I will be honest, it's going to be hard, but I know I can do it. I just have to use different tools such as reading and YouTube to get the results I want. I want to be raw and authentic about the journey that I'm going through so far. So, these are the 4 things I wish I knew before I started my fitness journey. I want to be honest about the mistakes I've made thus far into creating my new life. I want to share these points to prevent others from making the same mistakes I did when I first started my fitness journey. I really hope that this video was helpful to you. Comment one thing you wish you would have done differently when you started your fitness journey. If you haven't started your fitness journey, comment one thing you would like to share or like some advice from when it comes to helping you start on your fitness journey. Now, before you leave from me, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications so you won't miss an upload from me. Love you. Peace.